Okay, another beautiful day at the beach. Yeah, I keep getting a lot of comments from people on ketogenic diets that if I'm in a ketogenic diet, do I get into the benefits of dry fasting sooner? Yes, it only makes sense. You've got a fairly low glycogen load because you're just eating fats mostly. But you know, you have to stop eating and drinking to get into the benefits of a fast. And so here's the details on that. As it turns out, yeah, you've got a diet that's going into a low glycogen content in the body, and that's fine. The way to test this is to go into a dry fast and check your keto sticks, because I guarantee you it's going to be a lot deeper than you are on a ketogenic diet, and that when you reach that point, that's when you know you're in the benefit period. So here's how it could work. Let's say you're in a pretty strict ketogenic diet and you go into a dry fast and you get into this state in 24 hours instead of 48. Well, that's interesting because you can kind of look at it this way. You can either spend less days in the dry fast because you'll get your 3 days, or because you've gone in there a day early, you could have an extra day in this state to really regenerate yourself. So there's kind of the answer. It's kind of an easy answer. Your body is always processing sugars and fats, and when you go into a ketogenic diet, you have less sugars in the body because you're running on fats to make ketones, and that's great. The thing is, though, if you're not on a ketogenic diet and you want to get into ketosis faster, which is the point where you know you're actually burning fat, take some berberine. Take a couple of pills of berberine in the morning without food, and it'll start neutralizing most of the sugar in your body pretty fast. But again, the way to know this is to check your levels. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting idea. I just think it's easier just to get into a dry fast because I don't subscribe to any sort of specific diet except healthy food, real food, not in bags, not in plastic. And you know, I've contended before, we're an apex omnivore predator. We have genetic code that has been able to survive over these years to practically eat the bark off a tree. But you know, here's the deal. Here's the funny thing about this. If you dry fast, it might not really matter much what you eat during the year. You see, people have these diets during the year that they worry about, and all their life they worry about because they should be concerned. The food is toxic. You get these accumulation of toxins. If you don't dry fast, you don't get rid of it. So yeah, there's a lot of nutritional stuff out there that's correct for people that don't want to regenerate themselves, because that's what dry fasting is. And because of that, you have to be careful what you eat, because otherwise your stuff will build up and cause you harm over time. Whereas if you do a dry fast every year, you just turn on the process, get rid of the toxins, get rid of the metabolic byproducts, get rid of that stuff, get rid of your parasites, all those things that keep you from, you know, thinking clearly, and all the chemicals that affect your biology and so forth. You get rid of that every year. If you never get rid of that in 70 years, you're going to have some problems as you go along. It's pretty simple, really. But that's really the bottom line on this. So my advice is eat right, get some exercise, do your ketogenic diet or not, get into a dry fast and fix your problems and last longer. That's about as easy as I can make it. But yes, to answer your question, yes, if you're in a ketogenic diet, you'll probably go into a dry fast faster. But again, the way to see that is to measure your ketose levels. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for viewing this, and thanks for tuning in. If you're sharing these with other people, I salute you, you know, because you're going to help other people get the benefits you've gotten. And that's great, because we only have ourselves to help each other. We can't trust the government. We can't trust the authorities. We can't trust the industry. It's like, this is where it gets back to basics, like the scientific revolution. You ignore the blather, find out the facts. Anyway, so that's it for today. I'm going to enjoy this lovely day, and I will talk to you later.